the Spider-Man trailer is actually broken. Oh my God.
Make some noise!
And I still feel like it's a huge bait. I still feel like it's a huge fucking bait. Like, it's so much that can happen. Hold up, bro. Hold on. Hold up. We have to look at this again. You see this Ditko name back here that looks Steve Ditko, who like drew some gnarly Doctor Strange art back in the day. Also, this seems to take place after. Oh no, they messed up the time. They fucked up the timeline. They obviously fucked up the timeline. It says pray for New York right here. Look at the juice on the feet though. You see my man Peter Parker? He knows what's up. First off, very swaggy individual. 2, peep the shoe game. Also, J. Jonah Jameson coming back to reprise the role of, and you can see him like on the monitor still, you know, and it's kind of like InfoWars-esque, right? So obviously, apparently this takes place, it looks like it picks up right at the end of Far From Home, right? Where everybody finds out that he's Spider-Man. We know that the Spider-Man Far From Home took place before WandaVision. Even still, this is a big kind of cataclysmic thing, right? Because it seems like it's its own little self-defined thing, the instant with the story, and it definitely takes from Spider-Man One More Day. In the Spider-Man One More Day storyline, he goes to Doctor Strange and asks him to make people forget that he was Spider-Man, but he has to give up everything. That includes his relationship with like MJ, and it ended up like they ended up not being married and all kinds of shit, and it all came from also like Aunt May getting shot because of like the stuff that happened in Civil War. And it did Pudge Catch. It did involve Mephisto. If you've read the story, it ended up being Mephisto that he made this deal with, not Doctor Strange. And it ended up fucking up everything. So this is definitely seems like a mix of that story. And like they do this shit a lot, like in like the old school comics actually. And it seemed like the superimposed over half his face. Like they do that in a lot of older like comics. I like this Public Enemy #1 that shows up. Also, like they play this shit a lot in the comics as well. He said he didn't kill Mysterio because like that's something that happened in the last movie. So obviously, if you watched the last movie, you know like Mysterio, after recording who Spider-Man was and revealing to the world, like the video was sent out by the people that he worked with. So now they're trying to say that he killed Mysterio. The drones were obviously somebody controlled him, right? And they're saying that since he had control of Edith with the glasses, that it was him that did it. So it's basically they're trying to charge this little kid with murder, right? Now people are actually speculating that you're gonna see like a guy slam his hands down, right? You're gonna see a guy slam his hands down while Peter's opening a file folder. People are saying that this is Matt Murdock from the Netflix series of Daredevil. A lot of people are also theorizing that since we have this crossover of the other movies, right? Since we have this crossover of the Sam Raimi universe, the Tobey Maguire verse, as well as the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man movies, that they're going to be pulling from not only those movies but these other universes, because like Strange said, you messed up space-time, which is really weird considering, oh my God, I just thought about something. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. I was about to speculate, like, what if, the Scarlet WandaVision was that you have no idea who you just set free or something like that? What if she was talking about Mephisto or something like that, bro? You never know. So if you look carefully, right here, right? They're saying that this is Matt Murdock. Now, I'm not buying it. I don't think that this is Matt Murdock. Because this is, no offense to the dude, this guy looks a lot more portly, stomach-wise. You know what I'm saying? My man's got a little bit of weight around the stomach area. So I don't think that is Matt Murdock. But a lot of people are speculating that this is Matt Murdock. I think Matt Murdock is in the movie. I think the Netflix, version is in the movie, but I don't think this is him. But I could be wrong. I could be 100% wrong. You hope G-Unit dresses up as Doctor Strange. I pay to see that, long as he got that damn dog with him. So MJ only recently found out about Peter being Spider-Man, right? And of course Ned knew, and then Aunt May found out. Peter Peter definitely recently told a lot of people that's close to him he has been Spider-Man, right? And this is still very reminiscent of the first Iron Man movie, right? But in reverse, it's kind of more the original storyline of Civil War-ish, right? Because in Civil War, he revealed who he was, and like people started, all the villains started attacking him at like work and at school and stuff like that. So it was a different thing. He was a teacher at the time. And so having the One More Day storyline really makes sense. This kind of fits that storyline back, retroactively fits it in, but in a brand new way. And of course that's got to be personal, right? That's got to be very personal to Peter, because he feels like he was lying to people, and of course like people that he's close to feels like he was lying. So
Like, how do you tell someone that you're Spider-Man?
right, like obviously at school this is gonna be the most awkward shit ever. You go and you're like, bro, this dude is actually Spider-Man. Like, first off, that puts you in danger though. You're legit, like, I don't know why these people, I mean, I would be hyped, don't get me wrong, but I would also fear for my safety. I mean, this dude is literally saved the universe. This dude's been in space. He got dusted. Like, what the fuck? Like, why would, like, I don't know. I just don't know. I just feel like this, although this would be cool, you have to have the other side of it. Like, damn, like, are people going to attack us? And I'm pretty sure that's what, Peter's thinking about. Right? So it looks like he gets the idea to go see Doctor Strange from looking at this, right? Like the high collar, probably not the venom, the blood and the stuff, right? Like, not the same. Also, if you go back to when Peter's walking into the school, you can see, hopefully I didn't go back too far, you can see Flash Thompson was walking behind him, and I didn't go back far enough.
But this isn't about me. This is hurting a lot of people. I've just been thinking about how to fix all of this.
So, Peter.
So go see Doctor Strange, right? Doctor Strange being the only sorcerer he knows, right? And he's resident, right? Like, he's down the street technically. If you're Spider-Man, you can just swing. Just go see the homie Doctor Strange, right?
Pleasure.
I'm sorry to bother you, sir.
Please, we saved half the universe together. I think we're beyond you calling me sir.
Okay, Steven.
That feels weird, but I'll allow it.
Right? So they show this new suit. He goes to see Doctor Strange, right? To be like, yo, help me. To make people forget that, that I'm actually Spider-Man. He goes to Doctor Strange. Also, I don't know what this deal is with this suit, but apparently it was revealed early on, and I didn't know if it was real or not, but I think they had like some crazy figure wearing this suit, and it's from the movie. And I'm sure you can find pictures of it on the internet, but like it has like a different symbol on the chest and everything. So
When Mysterio...
in this scene, apparently Feast is in this movie, and Feast is it was very, very prominent in the PlayStation games, right? So they could be like tying it into the movieverse. I don't know if they actually hinted at it before, but
revealed my identity, my entire life got screwed up.
right? So he said his whole life got screwed up. And this is very much like, this is definitely giving me Civil War vibes when people just like swarming him. And if he just got a brand new relationship with MJ, right? So
I was wondering if maybe you could make it so that he never did.
that he never did. And like, first off, let's talk about the fact that Doctor Strange is still wearing, or at least looks like he's wearing, the housing thing, the Eye of Agamotto, which holds the Time Stone, right? Now, we haven't seen him use the Time Stone yet. So how the fuck exactly, I mean, I ain't gonna say how is he doing it, but like, why is he wearing that? Like, that's still yet to be explained.
Don't cast that spell.
Also, Wong letting him know he's going someplace cold, right? Even though if you actually look in the background, it looks like he might be going to like Carmitage or something like that, where they originally trained Doctor Strange and stuff like that. Flash Thompson must be conflicted. His favorite and least people are the same person. His least favorite people are the same person. Yeah, but if you notice, Peter is walking with Flash Thompson when they go into the school. So like in this scene here,
Now that everybody knows, you don't really have to hide or...
that's Flash. Apparently Flash Thompson is right there. Yeah. That's Flash Thompson right here. He has blonde hair. So even though like, but it's his favorite and his his favorite and his least favorite person, but still supports him, He still supports him, even though Flash Thompson literally called Peter Parker a dick in the last movie. he's still a big fan of Spider-Man, so he's gonna be there to support him. And obviously, you can tell by this shot, MJ's affected by it. And then you got to think about Ned, right? Like, what about Ned? Like, this puts Ned in danger instantly. But Wong, once again, like I said, telling him not to cast that spell, right? And we also know Wong is going to show up in Shang-Chi, which comes out next month, right? Like in 2 weeks or something. So, right? And he tells them that it's too dangerous, which is obviously true, right? Once again, this is a story that they did in the comics where Doctor Strange did do this, but it turns out to be Mephisto. And that's a character that a lot of people have been hitting at. A lot of people thought that we were going to have this Mephisto moment in WandaVision. We never got it. But them going right to this story is another thing, right? Also, the fact of the matter is that last line about that Agatha told Wanda, or the Scarlet Witch, was, you have no idea who you've unleashed or what you've unleashed. Maybe she was talking about something like Mephisto, you know? But yeah, I think it's really interesting that they're borrowing so heavily from the One More Day storyline. The One More Day storyline, if for those who don't know, people hated that shit because it took away everything that like Spider-Man was basically had built up over the years and just what kind of character he was. So everybody hated that shit. So them doing this and making it a movie script, kind of to giving it the movie treatment, I should say, is going to be kind of crazy because now we don't know if this is a Mephisto thing, but it doesn't seem like Doctor Strange would so recklessly put himself in a situation where he can fuck up reality, because that's what's happening. Peter is definitely messing up reality right here. Like, why would he do that? Like, why would he do that? Why, even though Wong told him no, he would do it anyway? Also, the fact that my man is wearing this cape with the puffer over it, bro, come on, dog. Like, he's wearing a hoodie with the puffer coat under it, but he's got the cape on top of it, bruh. So casual with it. So casual with the float, bro. No, I'm just kidding.
Too dangerous. Fine. I won't.
Gotta be a scroll. You never know, bro. So Wong warns him not to cast his spell, right? So they're going down to the basement of some place. Who knows? Man, what if it's like Agatha's basement? That'd be crazy. The same basement that Agatha had. And pours, I don't know what the hell that is, into basically this thing that looks to help him cast a spell, right?
About to forget that Peter Parker is Spider-Man.
So he goes to cast a spell. He's like, yo, the world is about to forget that Peter Parker is Spider-Man, right? That magic scissor. Oh, snap. That juice. I want that magic juice.
Wait, everyone?
So Peter starts to get second.
Can't some people still know?
That's not how the spell works.
So MJ's gonna forget about everything we've ever been through?
Stop tampering with the spell.
Oh my god, Ned, he's my best friend. Oh, my Aunt May should really know.
Why are you talking? He said, stop talking. And you see, like, the transporting, these shots are legit. They look like they ripped straight from Doctor Strange. It's the same effects, right? And look at these shots already, bro. Look at these shots already, bro. Like, this already looks ridiculous. Right? That would mean the Avengers wouldn't remember him either.
Best friend. Everything we've ever been.
So of course he starts to second guess it, right? Like, what about Ned, man? What about MJ? What about Aunt May, right? That means everybody will get it. And probably only Doctor Strange would know who he was, right? So he starts to second guess this, obviously. But when he steps into the circle, this casting circle, or whatever the case may be, with like these runes everywhere, right? He starts to like actually alter the spell. And you can see like Doctor Strange lose control of said spell, like while he's talking.
Stop tampering with the spell.
Oh my god, Ned, he's my best friend. Oh, my Aunt May should really know.
You know, my Aunt May really should.
What just happened?
We tampered with the stability of space-time.
You tampered with the stability of space-time.
tampered with the stability of space-time.
The multiverse is a concept about which we know frighteningly little.
Oh, so the fact that, and the Daily Bugle is here, NYPD Daily Bugle. The Daily Bugle was already shown to be kind of like an InfoWars kind of thing. So does this mean, since there's a van here, does this mean that their Daily Bugles up their game in Spider's world, in Tom Holland's Spider-Man universe, the MCU Spider universe? Also, the fact that this lightning is here can only confirm one thing, that this is like Jamie Foxx's Electro. Like, you got the storm cloud and everything. Or maybe it might be some Mysterio shit, right? So everybody, like, I'm thinking that this is Jamie Foxx's Electro, right? Because he already kind of spoiled that he was going to be in the movie. And people are kind of expecting it. But this also plays to the idea we could be getting the other Spider-Man, right? And this scene looks like they're actually fighting each other. Once again, he's still wearing the necklace. What is in this necklace that he needs to wear? Or is he just doing it for appearances? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, is he just pretending like he still has it? Or is something in there? Like, I don't know. Like, what do you think? Yo, like, what do y'all think? Like, what do you think him still wearing the necklace, the Eye of Agamotto, means if there is not supposed to be a time stone in there? Sandman? You think that's Sandman? It's the other Eye of Agamotto. Damn, could this be Sandman? Damn, that'd be, nah, it can't be Sandman. Cause wouldn't he be hurting him at this point? Bruh. Doesn't it seem like they're fighting here? Like, why would he do this?
The problem is you trying to live two different lives.
The problem is you trying to live two different lives. This happens a lot in the Spider-Man world, right? Like, he always gets, like, if you read the comics, you know, like, he gets depressed. Like, he stops being Spider-Man, like, multiple times, right? And they address this in, like, in the Sam Raimi Spider-Verse, right? Like, he got to a point where he lost his powers because he didn't want to be Spider-Man, and he kept separating his life, right? They always address it in the comic books as well. It's like, yo, it's a duality. It's not just him either or. Like, he's both, right? They even did this thing where they tied being Spider-Man to, like, some legacy thing, and, like, you see that, like, he has to be like Spider-Man. The whole Peter Parker thing is just built around him, like, being Spider-Man. Period. Spider-Man was amazing. Yeah, being Spider-Man is suffering, bro. You gotta lie to everybody around you, right? People are always trying to fucking kill you, and you're doing a thankless job because nobody can know who you are. You just have to do it, as well as balancing a regular life and your personal life on top of that. Like, that shit can't be easy. I can't even answer a goddamn email. Like, you know, bro, he hit my man with the soul hit, the Doctor Strange special. Knocked his soul out of his body. What the fuck is this thing he's holding? Like, what is this? Like, and why would he do this to him while he's holding something? So it makes it seem like they are fighting right here. Because he definitely, you know, questions him, like, being Spider-Man and Peter Parker. And then he finally gets the Iron Spider armor back, right? Because we didn't see it in the last movie. It was like charging up, right? So he had to and he got a new suit. So I will be interested to know where this takes place.
The longer you do it, the more dangerous.
A scene like this really is, like, odd, right? This definitely gives me the Norman Osborn feel, because who else would have this kind of, like, tactical power outside of, like, S.H.I.E.L.D., right? Maybe the NYPD looking for Spider-Man, because then they, like, cut to a shot of, like, Happy Hogan. So it seems like apparently they find out, like, well, he's working with, like, Happy Hogan is working with Peter in the MCU to keep being Spider-Man. So they kind of get down on everybody. They clamp down on everybody. Or, hear me out. Or this is Osborn using his tech and his influence, money, to go after Peter and everybody around him. That's what I think is happening here. Bruh. Oh. So right here, you see Lizard from the Amazing Spider-Man world that was played by somebody else. Lizard. Let me go back. Oh my God, this fucking movie is going to be ridiculous. That music really just fucking right here, right? And you can hear the noise. You can hear like the it's literally like the same lizard noise. So what's really interesting is that Electro, I feel like once again, this is the only person this can be, but also something looks like it's making a shield, right? Like it doesn't seem like it's hitting the ground. It seems like dirt or sand is coming up to help him. Oh my God. Bro, what the fuck? Because obviously this is like the Sinister Six, right? Like they're building up to the Sinister Six. And then this shot right here. And you guys can't hear it. Not while I'm doing this. But this is 100% a pumpkin bomb from Norman Osborn. And you can hear the laughter of William Dafoe in the background as this happens. This movie is going to be motherfucking crazy, bro. This movie is going to be fucking... I'm telling you right now. And we could also be getting baited like shit. Why would you put this in the fucking first trailer? What are you doing? What the fuck? Oh my God.
Be careful what you wish for, Parker.
Hello, Peter.
What? There's no way. Bro, there's no way he's talking. There's no way. There's no way he's talking to this Peter. There's no way, bro. There's no fucking way he's talking to him. It could be a new Goblin, bro. It could be a new Goblin. Let me rewind. I want y'all to know we watching this trailer again. There's no way this is the... I think this is just the...
Hello, Peter.
I don't think he's talking to this Peter. He might be talking to somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like... All right, okay. So now, all right. So this is the education rewatch, right? We've already did like the things that I've pointed out now, the things it could be, the stuff that, you know, you get a little bit more grasp of my interpretation of what could possibly be happening in this story. Now, before we do the final watch through and start playing some Pokemon Unite, before we do the final watch through and I go to playing Pokemon Unite, let me put this into perspective, because my original thought process was that the fact that it's called No Way Home would mean that the villains get stuck in the MCU. But Spencer pointed out a very big possibility is that this could be Peter, MCU Peter, being stuck in like the Sonyverse. Like this could be him not coming back to the MCU. This could be his way to mix with all the rest of the Spider villains, right? Like what if he altered reality to the point he might be the main Spider-Man, right? Like he's the main Spider-Man. Because to me, I feel like with the discovery of variants, this could be looking at like, well, hey, look, Tom Holland is the main Spider-Man. And the Spider-Man from the Raimiverse, as well as the Amazing Spider-Man, Andrew Garfield, are variants, right? So this could be him not being able to come back. So with all these things in mind now, right? Taken from what you didn't know the first time you watched the trailer, the second time I pointed out story clues, you know, what it could mean for, you know, these other characters, the possibility that the characters are stuck in the MCU, or the other possibility that Peter is stuck outside of his own timeline, right? We got a new suit that obviously is there to help him be able to fight in this new, you know, mystified place. You say that's Miles' mom 100%? Wow, no fucking way. They wouldn't do that. They would not do that. Oh my God, they would not do that. You think this is Miles Morales' mom? That will be fucking bonkers, bro. What do you guys think? What do you guys think is the more likely scenario? Do you guys think that Peter is stuck in this other world with all these other Spider-Man universes, including the Sam Raimi verse as well as the Amazing Spider-Man universe? Or do you think has all these other villains stuck in his universe?